Hello students, this is lesson 4 of chapter 3, and today our lesson is merging cells and splitting a cell. What is merging cells? Merging cells means the technique to combine two or more cells into a single cell. Is that clear? I am repeating the definition again. Merging cells means the technique to combine two or more cells into a single cell. And splitting a cell means to divide a cell into a number of rows and columns. That means to divide a cell into a number of cells. So whenever we will split a cell, inside that cell you can find out a number of rows and columns. So splitting is mainly dividing a cell, and merging is mainly to combine two or more cells into a single cell. Okay, so at first let's see this example. So I am showing you practically here the merging and splitting. So at first, merging of cells. Suppose, so let me tell you what is table tools option. So as you can see, this is table tool option, this one. This is table tools. I hope you can see it properly. This one, table tools. So this table tools option is actually every time you cannot see this. So when you will see this one, suppose at this moment, where is my cursor? The cursor is outside of the table. That means the table is not selected at this moment, and as a result there is no sign of table tools option. As you can see, there is no sign of table tools option. So whenever I will select the table, just like this, I will select the table tools option appears. As you can see, I select the table and table tools option appears. So under this table tool option you can find out many tabs. One of them is layout tab. Okay, so click on the layout tab. So I am clicking on the layout tab here. I am clicking on this layout tab. As you can see, layout tab is clicked. Okay, and now I have to select the rows. So I want to, suppose I want to combine all the cells of this row 4. So I am selecting these cells of row 4, all the cells of row 4. So all the cells of row 4 are selected by dragging the left mouse button from left to right. You can also the process of dragging right to left. Okay, so now all the cells are selected. Now go to the layout tab. Then inside the layout tab, as you can see, one group is there that is known as merge. This one, merge. Inside this merge group, one option is there that is known as merge cells. So I will click on merge cell option, merge cells. As a result, as you can see, all the cells are combined into one cell. That means the 10 cells are combined into one cell. This is merging of cells. So let's try again. Suppose I want to combine all the cells. I want to combine these 3 cells of row 4. Suppose these 3 cells of row 5. Okay, so 1 2 3, these 3 cells of row 5. So these 3 cells will be combined into one cell. So same process under table tool option, table tools option, layout tab, then merge group, then merge cell option. As a result, as you can see, the 3 cells are combined. So this is merging of cells. Merging of cells means the technique to combine 2 or more cells into a single cell. Okay, so the output, the input is actually 2 or more cells, more than one cells, that means 2 or more cells, and the input is 2 or more cells and the output is only one cell. Okay, that means only one cell you will get. Now splitting of cells. What is splitting of cells? Suppose I want to split a cell. At first let me separate the cell by shading this one, so that you can easily identify. Suppose this cell, I am changing the shade of this, suppose white color, this one. Okay, So I will split this cell into a number of rows and columns. How to do it? Same process. Select the cell is selected. As you can see, the cursor is blinking inside that cell. That means the cell is already selected. Then under table tools option, click on layout tab, then in the merge group, then split cells option. So whenever you will click on split cells option, a dialog box will appear, which uh, ask you to enter the number of rows and columns, because whenever we will split a cell, it will be divided into a number of rows and columns. Just see that I am clicking on split cells option. As you can see, a dialog box appear, isn't it, where the number of columns it wants and the number of rows it wants as well, isn't it? So I am giving the number of rows as suppose 4 and the number of columns suppose 3. So 4 columns and 3 rows are given here. Then I am clicking OK. As you can see, as a result, this cell is divided into a number of rows and columns, where 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 columns are there, and rows 1, 2, 3, 3 rows are there. So in case of splitting, the input is only one cell and the output is many cells. That means more than one cell. But in case of merging, the input is more than one cell, that means 2 or more cells, and the output is only one cell. Okay, so this is the way merging of cells and splitting of a cell is executed in MS Word. I hope you have understood this one. So that's all for now.